Hello and welcome in our GetX tutorial. In last sessions we talked about get.bot, get.lazybot. Today we'll talk about binding. Why we have to use binding? You don't know where or when you have to use your dependency injection, so you have to use binding. How do you do that? Okay, let's create a file, Dart file. It will be home binding, for example. It will be class home binding implement bindings from get. Okay, curly braces, and create one missing override. So here in our dependencies we have to use our controllers. Here it will be get.bot home controller preeminent. It will be true. And in our main we have to initialize it. Where? In our get material app initial binding, it will be home binding. Perfect. So now we can go to our screens. Let's see first our home screen. Let's remove this. Okay, here also let's clean our code, add a const. Okay, go to first screen. Let's remove this controller. I will find an error now. It will be home controller equal get.find. So now if there is any control from home controller, get.find will search for it. So now let's remove this warning. Okay. In our get builder, I don't initialize our controller. In our second screen also I use get.find as we used it in last session. Let's start now. Hot restart. As you see now, home controller has been created and initialized. So now our binding called all of them. Let's see now. First screen, display name, return back. Go to second screen. Okay. So now if I go to our binding, okay, make it false. Okay, go to first screen, display the name, return back. So I think it doesn't remove the memory. Okay, wait a moment. So when we have to use a home binding or bindings, it doesn't remove our memory. Thank you. I think now we finished our state management. See you in next sessions.